Man, Mitt Romney had a secret tape that was released and what a wild ride it has been with these secret tapes. My gosh. He actually said 47% of Americans aren't paying taxes, which is kind of true. It's actually 49%. I don't know what to do. How can we keep up with the truth? How can we possibly... People keep telling the truth like this, we're in real trouble. Mm-hmm. Many Americans are living on the government. Oh, boy. Stop, Mitt Romney, before he tells more truth. They'll vote for Obama because his message of lower taxes won't appeal to those who already pay zero income tax, which, again, is entirely true. But the media is going crazy. How dare Mitt Romney say things that are true? Doesn't he know how this game is played? He's a presidential candidate. You don't just go around spouting things that are true. People might check into them and start to think. Apparently, they're so used to or so in love with the lies that Obama continually tells, they can't stand it when somebody tells the truth. And he wasn't on teleprompter. I don't understand how this works. Get ready, media. Get ready, because yet another secret tape has surfaced. Oh, yes. This time from Barack Obama. It's pretty secret and pretty startling for anybody who has been paying attention. Barack Obama in 1998 actually telling the truth for a change.
I think the trick is figuring out how do we structure government systems that pool resources and hence facilitate some redistribution, because I actually believe in redistribution.
He actually believes in redistribution. Okay. This is really the one thing about Barack Obama that he has told the truth about over and over and over again, but nobody will believe him. Nobody. He said it before the last campaign.
And one of the, I think, the tragedies of the civil rights movement was because the civil rights movement became so court-focused. I think that there was a tendency to lose track of the political and community organizing and activities on the ground that are able to put together the actual coalitions of power through which you bring about redistributive change.
Coalitions of power. That sounds open and transparent and change, doesn't it? That's fantastic. Coalitions of power that can bring about the redistributive change. Now, so he said that before the last campaign. He said that during the last campaign.
I just want to make sure that everybody who is behind you, that they've got a chance at success, too. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody.
Okay, he even explained why he favored higher taxes, even though it has been proven that every time they're raised, it always leads to lower revenue. What does he say?
When the rate dropped, revenues from the tax increased. The government took in more money. And in the 1980s, when the tax was increased to 28%, the revenues went down. So why raise it at all, especially given the fact that 100 million people in this country own stock and would be affected?
Well, Charlie, what I've said is that I would look at raising the capital gains tax for purposes of fairness.
Purposes of fairness. So in other words, I'll do the wrong thing for the revenue of the country because I believe I'm the arbiter of fairness. How many times does he have to say it before anybody believes him? Let me borrow a phrase from the President of the United States. Let me be clear here to the media, to the registered, to the voting independents. This is not an attack on Barack Obama. It is just a fact about Barack Obama. I understand that most Americans who believe in the Constitution and our founding principles, they don't want to believe that this man who now holds the highest office in the land, might believe in, Karl Marx. But it's time to grow up now. It's time to look at facts. How many times does he have to sell it? He is a Marxist. Accept the reality. Then do something about it. Either embrace Marxism, which is your choice. You can say, you know what, I believe in redistributive wealth too, just like Karl Marx. That is the main thing. That is the main tenet of Marxism, redistributive wealth. Barack Obama has made it abundantly clear that that's what he believes in. So is it a stretch? Is it a conspiracy? Is it all about race? Is it a vicious attack to say Barack Obama is a Marxist? I got news for you. Karl Marx was white. I don't know if you saw the pictures. Sometimes I get him and Frederick Douglass because they both have beards. And I'm like, which one's which? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I like Frederick Douglass, so he must be the black one. Wait, he's got to be the white one. I hate Karl Marx, so Marx has to be the black one. No, see, it's not about that. It's about policies. It's about principles. Redistributive change is all about Marxism. And that's not a slam. If you're a Marxist, God bless you. I don't know how you do it, but congratulations on that. If that's what you want, argue for it. Be out in the open. It's not a slam. It's a statement of fact. You can call me a tea party or a tea bagger all you want. I'm not going to go for the slurs. I'm just going to say the president is a Marxist. It's not a slur.
Oh, gee, the president has said he loves it when people get wealthy. Well, gee, when Mom comes home, boy, Wally's going to be in trouble saying that president's a Marxist because that's not true. He loves it when people get wealthy. Yes, yes, yes. Why is it that so many people are willing to take that one statement at face value? He said he loves people getting wealthy. Yeah, he said 100,000 times he believes in redistributive wealth. He said it over and over and over again. Why? And that's not a popular thing, by the way. Why is it you won't believe the hard thing that he says, but when he's on a teleprompter going, and I want to make this clear, I love capitalism. You believe that one. I mean, this is crazy. Dismiss all of the evidence of the contrary, but look, I love capitalism. Look, it's America. When push comes to shove, no American politician can admit to being a Marxist. Yet, you can't admit it and win a national election. But in addition to saying it with his own mouth that he believes in redistribution of wealth multiple times, he has also promoted another important element of Marxism, and that is class warfare. So you have to have those two things. You have to have class warfare and redistribution of wealth, and you've got yourself a nice little Marxist potion there. Obama has verbally attacked those with wealth repeatedly, and he has pitted the haves against the have-nots.
Either we ask the wealthiest Americans to pay their fair share in taxes, or we're going to have to ask seniors to pay more for Medicare. There's nothing serious about a plan that claims to reduce the deficit by spending $1 trillion on tax cuts for millionaires and billionaires.
I did not run for office to be helping out a bunch of fat cat bankers on Wall Street.
And it's only right that we ask everyone to pay their fair share. Pay their fair share. Pay our fair share in taxes in a way that is fair. Pay their fair share in taxes, pay their fair share. And it's also about fairness.
It's about fairness. Remember, he will do the wrong thing for the revenue of the United States in order to achieve fairness. So he has an idea. This isn't about taxes. This isn't about spending. This isn't about revenues. This is not about paying down the national debt or cutting it or paying for seniors. This is all about fairness. He has said this so many times, it's to the point now where even the former head of the Democratic National Committee, Ed Rendell, spoke up about it.
There are some who say that it looks like an attack on the wealthy, and that's not good politics.
Yeah, I think people remember that FDR and JFK, they were very wealthy people and did a lot to help working people.
Yeah. Again, as I said before, this is all completely understandable. You'd have to be some sort of deity, which we know the press doesn't think he's a deity. You'd have to be some sort of amazing deity to grow up surrounded by Marxists, communists, socialists, people who are on the FBI watch list because they're so dangerous. his parents, his grandparents, his mentor, his college professors. He talked about hanging around with them all in college, the Marxist, the radical feminist, the anti-colonialist, even his 20-year spiritual mentor, Jeremiah Wright. All of the most important people in his life were all strong believers in Marxism and Marxist principles. What chance did this guy ever have to understand capitalism? He's never been around it. Never. That's not a slam. I actually feel bad for the guy. He believes the lie that that capitalism is evil and Marxism solves problems. I feel bad for him. He doesn't feel bad for me. And I don't want his pity. I feel bad that he's going to actually find himself out in the parking lot of the White House kicking rocks in January going, what the hell happened? I don't know. Marxism doesn't work. But please, for those in the media and on the left, stop with saying, you're racist. Oh, golly gee, you're racist. Just say anything about Marxism. Really? Really? Because you look sad and pathetic now. You really do. I am finding so much compassion for people who are on the left, and especially anybody who's ever been employed by MSNBC. It's sad. It's really sad. You're embarrassing yourself. You are at this point. So the only decision the rest of us have to make is this still America? Is this an America that we understand, or have we changed? Or was Newsweek magazine right? We're all socialists now. That's really the only decision left. Are we still the America where a politician can't win a national election when everyone knows he's a Marxist? We fundamentally change, we fundamentally transform in 47 days. If we now know what we know, and we open-eyed go right into it, he does fundamentally transform the United States of America in 47 days. And that message has already been transmitted to Vladimir. If we are not, with the way we're awake now, the way we're awake on the Fed, the way we're awake on the GOP, the way we're awake now, everything changes. We fundamentally transform it again in 47 days, but more to a country that we understand, one that would earn the respect of the people around the world, one that would be truly lifting people up by helping them up, not enslaving them to a system of redistribution. Because, see, the last part really about this redistribution is that it can't help anyone up, because redistribution trains you to expect to take it from someone else. That's a life of slavery, because you can't take it. You have to have somebody else take it for you. And that is a fundamental difference in our country as well. Because, see, that we've always been, we're a representative government. And you can't elect someone, you can't hire someone to do something you yourself can't do. That's not the way it works. You have to have the right, and then you hire somebody to represent you in that right. I can't go over to my neighbor and say, you have too much money, I'm taking it. So how is it we're hiring somebody to go over to our neighbors and say, you have too much money? We're taking it, and we're going to give it to these guys over here. Fundamental transformation. That's the choice. A guy who says, I don't believe in redistribution of wealth. I believe in helping people. I believe in working hard. I believe we should protect people for what they've created. Or I'll do the wrong thing for the budget out of fairness because I believe in redistribution of wealth. That's it.